By the way, guys, I'm blocking my camera. The only thing I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, we got a big ass. I don't think I could touch the roof of the other one. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video.
Scream into the mic, baby.
Oh, I forgot. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We got the microphone out, so you know we mean business. The long awaited, and by long awaited, I mean 3 comments. New food truck tour, guys. Here we have it, and I'm really excited to make this video because it's barely our 2nd year. We already upgraded. I'm gonna start with the outside first, and then we're gonna make our way inside because that's where the real money maker is. The way I like to describe it to my friends that have asked me, you know, it's like if you went from a 1-bedroom apartment, like a studio, to a 2-bedroom, right? Not crazy bigger, but it's like you went from living the projects to like Cherry Creek in Denver. So this is the outside right here. You're like really close. Is that normal? It looks good. We're going with black this time, guys. I know that's crazy. Our other trailer was white, but this is something Joe and I had talked about because I feel like black is gonna really make our logos, the flames, the vibes, the aesthetic of our food truck pop more. Let me close this up because I don't want you guys to see. What's cool about this trailer, a little bit of nerd facts. I'll just start. It's basically got these legs every corner to stabilize. That's something that we actually, so you run into a lot of problems and you don't know it until you're like there, right? We would have never thought that sometimes when we park either at a parking lot, at an event, or you name it, sometimes our truck, depending on how the ground was, would be like very leaned, and it would cause like the oil in the fryer and just the vibes inside to be like not balanced. Now with those, we can be anywhere, even on a hill, and depending on which leg you lower, you'll always be stable. So that's cool. The whole outside is like, instead of just being like lámina, como la otra, como esto es lámina, and that's what our other trailer was. This is like, I don't know what this is called, but feels really nice. And I feel like the wrap is gonna look much better on this material. Same double wheels. Tires are brand new, which is cool. More nerd facts, but the suspension and the springs, like the leaf springs on this, are way better. When I was driving it, guys, it felt like butter. Our other trailer, like you just moved it 2 feet and I'd be like, and you could hear it, huh? You could hear it coming down from like, by the way, guys, I'm blocking my camera. You could hear me from like a block away, but this one, guys, it felt so nice, and that's because of the suspension that this newer trailer has. This is a 2024. Our other trailer was a 2019. So the water goes in here. What's actually really cool about this, I don't know why, maybe just if you're in the city and you're not trustworthy, but to open up the water, it needs a key, which I think is pretty cool. Just another safety, and then the dirty water comes out of here.
All right, quick health update. This video is sponsored by Function Health, and I just wrapped up my first round of blood work with them. One thing I really like is how simple the process is. Before the lab appointment, you just hydrate, show up, and you're good. Function is different because they test over 100 biomarkers. Things like heart health, hormones, inflammation, toxins, and stress. The kind of data most people don't actually get access to. And it's fast. They got 2,000 plus lab locations across the US, so it's easy to find one close by. What's cool is that everything lives on one secure dashboard, so you can track your health over time, not just a one-off test. The insights come from top doctors, and there's no weird incentives to push supplements or meds. It's just clean, unbiased data. I'm still waiting on all my results, but I'll be breaking those down and what I'm doing about them in a follow-up next month. If you want to check it out, Function Health is offering $25 off for first-time members. Use my link down below or this QR right here, and the first 1,000 people will get that credit towards their membership. Like I said, I've got it linked down below, but also pinned in the comments. Thank you once again to Function Health for sponsoring today's video, and on with the vlog.
This is where we got to make some work. This is where I got to put some work and do some like engineering and put some money in. We got 2 big tanks here, but I don't like how they're exposed. So I'm just going to have to cover it up and stuff. I want to make something here, like a little door, kind of match the aesthetic and the chicken wing vibe that we had going on. I keep thinking in order to talk, I got to face that way, you know, but yeah. So the person that made my little generator cage actually made this one. I wish they would have painted it like red like I had it, but they kept it black. It's okay. This whole new system here is cool. The wheel's actually a jack. This is a brake for all the tires so it doesn't move. It's like just more safety precautions. At first, I thought this was like super annoying, how it was like really long here, but that's done on purpose because when you do like sharp turns and when I'm backing up, I've already hit the back of my red truck twice. I'll show you guys here in a bit. And I actually fucked up a rental a long time ago that I got from my compadre Luis. I'll insert pictures too. But that's because this box here, when I would turn, would go straight into my truck. But now, since it's so long, I'll never have that problem. I can go 90 degrees and they'll never hit. And what's really cool about this trailer, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, boom, we got a big ass shade. because in the summer, hijo de su maíz pinto, se pone bien caliente, and it's so cool that we have a shade now. No. I have not taken that out because I'm too scared that I'm not gonna be able to put it back in, like by myself. Like I feel more comfortable. I don't know, I feel like some things are a two-man job, required like Joe to push that way and me push this way and push it in, you know? Just don't wanna risk it. But it's brand new, so it's even got the zip tie. Like the previous owner used it for like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, but all of this, like it's little details, guys, that if you came to the food truck, you would know. But this right here is just so much cleaner. La mesita is like, you take this off, boom, just like that. The other one, it was like, and then like trying to insert it, and like you had to like talk to it all nice, and like sometimes it wouldn't want to do what you were. And here, boom, and then you just latch it on, just like that. And then what's cool about this truck too, guys, is that we got some air vents. In the summer, it gets so freaking hot in there, because you guys got to understand that here in Colorado it gets hot as well. Just because we're in the mountains, people think it doesn't get hot. We get in the hundreds as well. So imagine it's 100 degrees out here, or even 90, 15 to 20 degrees hotter inside. So it's always like 115 degrees. But now we got air vents here, air vents over there, and then air vents in the back door as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the tour for... Oh, that's just the thing the previous owner put. It's like, it's just a van, but it was, he tried operating it in the winter and the air would go in there. Las rodillas se me están congelando, so he put it there to block all the air. But that's just, that comes off. The only thing I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that I like, if I were to nitpick, the only thing that's gonna be like tough to like wrap or like into my design ideas is like this, the whole silver that is outlining the whole truck is kind of killing my vibe. I don't know what I'm gonna do to it. If I just color match it black, white, red, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what ChatGPT suggests. And then finally, are you guys ready for this? Ta-da. And this is the coolest part. Ta-da! So teníamos un banquito de madera for the other truck that it broke. We would slip. My suegro made another one for us because he likes to make stuff from wood. Y estaba bien chido, bien macizo. Pero sí, este ya tiene su little step y se levanta. So I think that's really cool. Now come into my crib. Here we have it, guys. Sheesh. Okay, this is what I mean by boom, boom, boom. Not bigger, but nicer than my truck. It is definitely longer, but like, for example, I don't think I could touch the roof of the other one. No, I think I could in my tippy toes, but like my arm fully extended and on my tippy toes. Sometimes I would have to help Joe clean the inside. I couldn't reach some parts. Or Joe, like he's pretty big. He couldn't reach the wall. He would have to like, to wipe it. Now look at this. Boom, boom, boom. So that's cool. So let's start from the entrance and we'll make our way back. So you come in. Another thing I love about this food truck is that it has so much storage and it's like practical. So you walk in, you got storage up here. This is, let me take this out. This is for the shade outside. But you got all this. It's like I said, it's practical. So basically this is a table, but it's also a fridge. So you got the fridge down here, boom, boom. You got a bunch of outlets right here, and you got all this table space. The other truck, it would have tables, but it wouldn't be like multifunctional. We only had one fridge in there. And then you go over to this side, and this is something I also like. I didn't like it at the beginning. If you guys know my other food truck, the fryers were right here. So let's say working with oil and the fryer is probably the most dangerous part of a food truck because they can like splatter and jump. I like the fact that I was by the door and in case of an emergency, I could just run out or something, you know? And this time...
Some of the fires got up and then you couldn't escape because it was right at the entrance.
Why would jump through the window?
The window there was really small.
But anyways, so now we got the hand sink here, which is really nice. It's got its little soap dispenser and then hand sink. And then this is the 3 compartment and then more storage in the bottom. Boom, we got the hose, we got the clean water, dirty water, tanks, the pump. But look at this over here. Sorry, this is just stuff that flings out from the grill, so we just take it out when we move it. But Like there's more storage back here, right? Because we use every single inch of a food truck when we work. Storage, storage, storage. More storage up here. Boom, boom. And then this is where the little tickets go. Okay, onto the window. This is something that's really cool about this window. I never gave you guys a tour of my old one. You just kind of assumed by how it looked. But my other food truck, it only opened like this. Hello guys, how are you? This one, because in a bit I'll show you how we're gonna function, Joe and I in here. But essentially we're gonna split the truck like this, and he's this side and I'm that side. So Joe can like, hey, what do you need? Like more ketchup? Okay. But if I'm on this side, boom, it opens from both sides. I can be like, yo, what's up guys? Blah. So it opens up from both sides, which is pretty cool. And then more table right here for Jimena or Blanca when they come to help us. This whole section is for them. And we got a built-in mother trucking register. Let me see if I can open it. Okay, I don't have the key, but basically it opens and it's like for cash and stuff, which I thought was really cool because we used to always just put it in our little box or even like our pockets in our apron. But then we got more storage down here, outlets, and just a bunch of more storage. Huh? Yeah, everything in here. And you know us, we're like Gen Z a little bit, so you know we're gonna be getting a bunch of cute stuff to like practical stuff from Amazon that like sticks, that you can like not just treat it as a like one-dimensional storage. You put like little mini shelves in there, magnets. It's gonna be a vibe. Or I guess I'll come over here. We didn't have one of these in the last food truck. This is a stove top, which ideally at the beginning, guys, the whole reason I kind of hesitated on this truck was because the grill is a little bit smaller, if not the same size as our other food truck. And what I wanted to do, two things I had in mind for our newer food truck. It had to be bigger, but not just like the trailer itself. I wanted more fryers and a bigger grill because those Saturdays when we get really, really busy, everything is being used up on the grill. My idea was to take this out, scoot this down, take this grill out, and then put in a bigger grill. I think this is 24 inches, put a 36 incher in here because this would free up that space. Kind of had Joe come in here and he's like, you know what? Those like full grill days were kind of like, realistically, if we ever have those days during the summer, which we will, Joe was like, well, we can just handle it. He thinks this is really cool because there would be times when we would run out of buffalo sauce or the bacon butter jam and Joe would have to bring una olla de la casa and he would have to make it on a flat top. We would store the buffalo sauce and we would have to let it thaw out like by itself. Now we have a stove top with gas that can warm up our sauces or help us cook more stuff when we go far, pues like we don't have to depend on Blanca or my suegro bringing us like more stuff. We can just make it ourselves. So more storage down here. The real MVP of this food truck, guys, is storage. I will never get tired of it. Boom, we got the whole hood up here, which sucks really good. Like sucks as in like the smoke, it's very, very strong.
Oops.
And then to my favorite part of the whole freaking food truck, guys, check her out.
Brand new is great.
Brand new fryers. Like I said, guys, the gentleman I bought this truck for ran it 2 to 3 times, but because he did tacos and Mexican food, he never used the fryer. So these fryers, plastic still on. Look at the baskets, brand spanking spank me new, and they're just so much nicer. This is nerd talk right here, but if you go over here to the actual fryer component, this is not how our fryer in our truck looks. Like ours was ancient. Even though the trailer was probably like a 2019, that fryer had to be like way older. It worked like a gem. I won't talk shit about how it worked, just how it looked. And like the cleaning, like it's just, these are newer, so therefore they won't like burn or get as dirty as my other one. And the little doors are magnetic. That was our biggest time consumer and just vibe killer in the other truck. Let's say we used to only have one, right? Let's say Joe had 20 burgers, 15 burgers, and I had 100 wings. I still have to cook my wings, but he also, like, in order to sell a full burger, he needed the fries to complete that. And there'd be times I would have 40 wings in each basket. I need fries, and though I barely put those wings down, and those wings need at least 10 minutes to cook. So now his burger is getting cold, or he has to throw it away completely or start over because he can't let his burger sit for 10 minutes waiting for fries. But that's not a problem anymore. So like our times, guys, are just gonna be so much faster. One whole fryer dedicated to chicken and one whole fryer dedicated to fries. Like that just, you guys don't even know what's coming. You don't even know what's coming. If you ever came to JJ's and you were like, that shit took forever, but it was good, I appreciate you, you know, it was worth it, but just know that that's not gonna be a problem anymore. We can handle so much more people now because of 2 fryers. And then we go over here. This is basically gonna be my section, guys. Starting from the fryers here, boom, cash register. Esto se mueve. This is called a salad prep table bar thing. I don't know what it's officially called, but this is where the veggies go. Boom, 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 in their little containers for Joe, for the burgers. We're gonna move this and move it all the way over here so he can boom, boom, bust out a burger, put the plate right here, grab his veggies. And then this frees up all the space. So remove this. Now I got all this space here and here for me to do wings and loaded fries and other miscellaneous boneless stuff. I'm gonna have all my buckets here really nice. My to-go containers up here opened up, so I grab, spin my wings, turn around, boom, boom, and yeah. And then another cool thing is we got a brand new spanking air. The other air in our truck worked, but it wasn't like, ooh, like I'm so cold. This bad boy, esto es lo que se llevan a Mexico y ponen allá en las casas en el rancho. I'm really looking forward to use this. Even the little generator panel looks nicer. The outlets, it has so many outlets, which is really nice. Our other truck had a lot of outlets, but not nearly as much as this. And then lastly, boom, we got this, ready? Boom, this huge light bar that goes all through the food truck and just lights it up. Yeah, there's so many things that I could tell you about this truck that I'm probably not remembering, but even like in our other truck, the walls right here and right here were like plastic. Hagan de cuenta un plástico como, it's just plastic. And if for any people that have been in a kitchen, or maybe you can just common sense, smoke, what happens to smoke when it like goes into plastic? It starts to get really nasty, really black. And even though we would clean the truck every night, it would just be a pain. Imagínense like tallándole grasa a plastic, así, like no se quitaba, you know, it'd be really hard. But with this like metal now, like, pum, hasta con una servilleta se quita because it's meant for that. Cleaning is gonna be so much easier. It's like, you can reach like nicely. Yeah, am I missing anything? I think that's pretty much it, guys. Should I do outside too? Yeah. All right, guys, there you have it. That was my brand new 2026 food truck tour. I hope you guys like it. Obviously, I told you guys in the past few videos that I wanted to like involve you more in the whole process of making a food truck. So that's why I wanted to show it to you kind of naked, because I'm still gonna wrap it and then I'm still gonna do other things. Like I said, the gas little like cage. So I wanted you guys to be part of the process. First video of the other food truck, we just kind of were like surprised and we were picking it up from getting wrapped. This time I'm showing you the bones. That way you guys can kind of know what people go through. And yeah, all right guys, now we have to go back to the house and work for vibing, and I'll see you later. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys something I bought really quickly the other day. I'm just gonna turn off my air purifier because I can't even feel like it's so loud. Like I said, I'm more determined to show you more behind the scenes of this next time around of the food truck opening and operating. So with that comes a lot of little like miscellaneous things you would have never thought, right? And let me show you one thing I just ordered. It was almost $300. Ta-da! Yes, folks, this is a full-size kitchen extinguisher. It has a much fancier long name than that. I think it's called, I forgot not to yell into the mic, I keep forgetting. And I got this because the new food truck I bought didn't have one. There's certain different rules in different counties. So, you know, one county might not need it or ask for it, but when I did my fire inspection here in Boulder County, they did. My other food truck, the one I sold, did have that already, but obviously I'm not gonna take it out. That'd be messed up and have the new owner go through all of that. So I went ahead and bought another another one on Amazon because there's so many different ones and you just got to make sure the one with all the specific requirements. Kitchen grade, you can't just have a red extinguisher. You still have to have one like in your truck, like your normal truck, or even in the food truck for non-grease related fires. These are for grease related, and anything else that has to do with like kitchen appliances. Pero que creen, we're not done there yet. I actually have to take this fire extinguisher. I have to go to some sort of fire safety place and they have to tag it and register it. That's another step. I don't know how much money that's gonna be. I'm sure it can't be more than like 50 bucks, but they gotta basically put this fancy tag on it. When the firefighters inspect my food trailer, they gotta make sure that the fire extinguisher is tagged. That just lets them know that it's been tested, just in case an emergency. That could come from Amazon defaulted, not working properly. You know how you sometimes get things that don't work? So the safety place basically checks that and lets the firefighters know that this extinguisher in particular has been registered and tagged. I think Blanca went to the gym. I went upstairs to use the bathroom real quick and ya no está. Belén se despertó, está viendo la tele con mi suegra, and Franco took a nap. He hasn't taken a nap during the day in such a long time. Good luck to us. Creo que no se va a dormir ahora hasta como a las 12 de la noche. Because if when he naps, all parents out there, you know, good luck, Charlie. It's already 4, I think. But anyways, guys, I don't know. I don't know if I should stop it here. It's kind of lame for the whole video to just be a food truck tour, but a lot of you guys seem to like that content. The office loft area has completely been transformed. It's such a mess in here, guys, I know, but just bear with me. We got Corny in here. Where is he actually? Oh, he's over here. I feel like Corny is actually enjoying the office a lot because he sees me on that chair and he's been more active. I'm so happy for him. I just brought all these shirts from my parents' house. We had another shipment over there and we just have a big mess here. But check out these stickers. I posted these other days. You guys went crazy. These will be in every single one of your order next time you order. Well, until you run out. La Virgencita that one of you guys actually gifted us. I still have it 3 years later. We got the sky calendar working and functioning. Hopefully one day I can actually like remodel it. And because I feel like ni ellos ni nosotros. The kids have their kitchen and their Target and they can't even use it because dad's always working. I can't use that space because obviously their toys are there. So I feel like we need to compromise and take the toys out since Vibin makes money, you know? But like how I was saying, guys, the food truck's coming along great. I feel like this second time everything's moving so much quicker. The date is almost here and I still haven't wrapped the trailer. Don't worry, they do that fairly quickly, like in 2 to 3 days. The hardest part, honestly, is just coming up with the designs and putting something that I truly like. I should get on that ASAP. The way I like to work is I do the boring, tedious stuff first. So even though it's still the same LLC, right? JJ's Buns and Gems, same business. Every time you get a new trailer, you have to go through inspections all over again, which kind of sucks. You have to pay the same inspection money, pay the same fees, make sure my state, like everything with the government, because the government will spank your booty all the time. You can't beat it. With that being said, I like to make sure the sales tax license is still in order. All my taxes have been paid. Okay, great, that's done. Now you go into the city, the county, the state, which is public health. Yeah, everything's coming along. Vibin is killing it, guys. You guys are killing it. Nosotros que, ¿verdad? Just package and ship. You guys are showing so much love and support. And I'm so excited at the end of the month to submit the big 10% donation to Casa de Paz. Like we'll make a post about it on Vibin and everything. You guys will for sure see it. We'll put all the money, press submit, and then boom. Thank you for your donation to Casa de Paz. I kind of know already because I've seen other businesses do it and they post their screenshot or whatever. I'm nervous because as it is right now, like juggling like YouTube, sponsors, Vibin, I have to package and ship. Blanca and I make such a great team because she does the whole marketing. She takes the cute pictures with Noemi when she does the podcast. She does all the outfits and then I do the whole back-end computer shipping, taking the post office boring stuff. But we make a perfect team. When the food truck gets here and it's being, you know, it takes up Wednesday to Saturday for me. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are gonna be really, really like go, go, go for everything else, you know. But ¿quién eres?